Hello and welcome back to my channel. I recently did a video on my 2025 financial goals and I had such a great time doing that, and a lot of you gave me a lot of awesome feedback. So that inspired me to do another video on all of the other goals that I have in 2025 that aren't financially related. I personally love this time of year. I just feel like there is something so magical about making New Year's resolutions and making a plan for yourself and really being intentional about designing your year. And so I'm super excited to go through today all of the goals that I have planned for 2025. I separate them out into 4 different categories: finances, hobbies, personal, and health. And then I make goals based on each of those themes. The other thing that I do is I actually create mantras for each of those as well. So this is something that I kind of started doing last year, but I was very intentional about doing this year. So I'll just go through each of those and share. I did do a video that's way more in depth on my financial goals for 2025, but real quickly running through that, my finance mantra is save with intention, spend with joy. It's really kind of just the all-encompassing feelings around how I want to feel about finances this year. Getting into hobbies. So my mantra for hobbies is taking time to enjoy life and creating for the sake of creating. So this is something for me personally that I really need to get back to. The root of who I am as a person is being a creative. I have always been creative. I have always been over the top. I have always been a performer. Like ever since I can remember, literally the earliest videos and pictures of me are me being an absolute drama queen. I love it, and that's who I am as a person, and I love being creative. I love challenging myself in that way, and so I really want to work this year on not always tying that creation to a specific result. I want to create just because it's fun. I have such a perfectionist personality that it's really hard for me when I do something or create something, especially trying something new for the first time, and it doesn't turn out like exactly perfect and incredible. I immediately want to quit or don't want to do it anymore or just assume I'm not good at it. And I don't even enjoy the process because I'm so concerned about the result. I just want to enjoy my life, okay? I don't want to be tying it to results all the time and constantly comparing myself and fighting myself for some version of perfection that will never exist. Within that hobby group and within that mantra, I do have a few specific goals that I have decided to focus on. The first one being this YouTube channel. I have been having the best time ever. I cannot explain the gratitude that I feel for each one of you that watch these videos and interact with my content, and like watching you support each other and just be incredible people has been so amazing and so fulfilling, like even way more than I ever thought possible. And so I'm so grateful to you and I appreciate you for spending time with me. But I just really enjoy doing it too. Like I really enjoy making videos. I have had so much fun doing this. And so my goal in 2025 for YouTube specifically is just to stay consistent. I want to be at least weekly posting and just really want to see where that takes me. Ideally, I would love to get monetized as well. Obviously, I have a lot of really lofty financial goals, and it would be incredible to be able to do something that's this fun and that I love this much and be able to help people and make money from that. Like that's obviously a dream scenario. So, but as far as goals go, my biggest priority is just staying consistent, and I am trusting that everything else will fall into place how it's supposed to. Another goal that I have is reading. So this is something that I got way back into in 2024, a little bit in 2023, but 2024, my goal was to read 30 books, which I thought was like a really lofty goal, and I ended up reading 71. So I like way blew myself out of the water with that one. I also decided this year that I'm not going to put a numerical value to this goal or really a lot of these goals because I just get so like everything becomes about reaching that goal, and I lose the joy in the journey. And I don't want to do that this year. Like, it doesn't matter how many books I read as long as I'm enjoying reading. So I'm not putting a numerical value on that this year. I want to read and continue following this hobby that I have rekindled my love for. Rekindled. I'm a big Kindle reader, so. But truly I have. I loved reading growing up, but I kind of lost touch with that in my high school and college days. And so it feels really wonderful to be back in this era, and I just kind of want to rest in that and enjoy that. So it's another thing I do want to prioritize in 2025. And then some of the other things here, I really do want to get back into music. I have been a singer and a performer. I was always in musical theater and everything like that. I was a musical theater minor in college. I have always loved performing and making music and singing, and I play a little bit of guitar and piano, but I really want to get back to getting in the swing of things with that and book a couple more gigs this year and just like really get a chance to like be in touch with that part of myself again, because that is truly one of my favorite things to do. So I am really focused on doing that this year. I got a new microphone and some things to maybe try to figure out how to record music or something. I don't know. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but I definitely want to make that a priority as well. And then the other areas in the hobby category that I want to focus on are my grandma hobbies. So these are the things that I feel like I have never given enough attention to that I really want to this year, like scrapbooking and journaling and maybe learning how to sew, crocheting for sure I want to like get into, just really embracing like the softer side of myself and embracing a softer life in general. So I feel like those hobbies fit really well into that kind of lifestyle. So I'm really looking forward to doing those in 2025. Okay, moving on to my health category. So the mantra that I have for my health category is treating my beautiful body and mind with the love and care they deserve. And it's a little corny, but it is true. Like, I really want to focus on, instead of, again, exercise being about results, I don't want to lose an X amount of weight. I don't want to be a certain size. I don't care about any of that as long as I'm healthy. That's where I want the priority to be. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I want to feel good. And if any of that other stuff changes, then that is what it is. But the priority needs to be in how I feel, and just creating a healthy mindset and just treating myself better in general. So what that looks like for me specifically is to create a workout or exercise schedule that is something I actually enjoy and that I actually stick to. I have started a Peloton challenge. They actually do have a 100-day challenge on there, and you guys know I love a challenge. I cannot stop myself. Like, I literally love a structured challenge. I just can't help myself. So of course I saw that and got so excited. So I did start doing that. And what that looks like is you just basically have to do some kind of Peloton activity every single day for 100 days. They do have active rest things on there. They have stretching, they have meditation, all of those things count. So you don't necessarily have to be, and really you shouldn't be, doing hard workouts 7 days a week. Like, that's not good for anybody. So I'm going to be doing that for at least the next 100 days. And I'm hoping that really getting myself into the routine of that is going to help me stick with it for the rest of the year. Some of the personal goals in my personal section. First, I want to mention the mantra for this, and it is finding fulfillment in the mundane Wednesday. So if you're not familiar with the concept of the mundane Wednesday, it's basically just that your life is not really made up so much of these big moments that we often think they are, like, you know, turning 16 and getting your driver's license and getting married and having a baby and buying a house. And like, you know, we have all of these like milestones, which those things are really wonderful and really cool and a gift to be able to experience. But more so than that, your life is made up of mundane Wednesdays. It's made up of smaller moments in the daily experience of your life. And so I'm really trying to focus on these following things that relate to that. Living with intention. I just think that life is so much more colorful and enjoyable when you're living with intention, when you're not just going through the motions and you're actually actively choosing the life that you want to live. I feel like it's empowering and it just creates a better experience overall. And so that is a huge priority for me in 2025. Another example is being deeply rooted in gratitude. And you'll see that all of these very naturally blend together and all complement each other, because I feel like these are the things that really do keep you in such a happy, healthy mindset. And so really just focusing and rooting myself in gratitude and focusing on the things I do have, like that's a big part of why I want to do the no buy challenge, because I want to be grateful for what I already have, because what I already have is far more than many other people will ever have or get to experience. And I don't want that to be lost on me. And so that's like something that's really, really important for me. Similarly, another note I have is to just experience life moment by moment. No matter where you are, be there. And this is, I think, really important for me because I just have such a forward-thinking mindset by nature that I'm always trying to achieve the next thing. And there's parts of that I'm so grateful for the fact that I am that way, because that's why I've made it as far as I have and been able to do a lot of the things and have a lot of the experiences I have, is because I am so motivated and always trying to be a step ahead. But at the same time, I've also glazed over a lot of really beautiful moments that I feel like I didn't truly let sink in because I was already so nervous about getting to the next spot or getting to the next achievement in life. And I don't want to feel that way anymore. I don't want to feel like I'm constantly chasing my own tail because nothing's ever good enough for me. And I just don't want to feel that way anymore. So I really want to focus on wherever I am, being there, being deeply rooted in that gratitude, experiencing that moment by moment, and like being really intentional with how I'm feeling and how I'm acting in those moments. And then the last final piece in that section is just creating a life that's overflowing with joy. And I feel like by doing all of the things that I mentioned, that's pretty much how I'm going to get there. So those are all of the other goals that I have for 2025. Like I said, I go way more into depth on the financial goals that I have in my 2025 financial goal video. And then I also have another video in my no buy series, if you haven't seen that yet, that goes way more into depth on what the no buy series is going to look like for me. And then of course I will be regularly putting out content monthly, both on my financial journey specifically and then on the no buy series specifically. So, and then some other things interspersed in there too, and maybe occasional, maybe like a quarterly checkup or something on how I'm doing with these other just life goals. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all so much. That it has been such a joy getting to talk with some of you and meet some of you virtually in my comment section. So I just wanted to thank you again for watching, and I encourage you to check out some of my other content and stay tuned for all of the other content that is coming to this channel in 2025. Thank you so much and Happy New Year. I know that 2025 is going to be the best year yet for all of us. So I'll see you soon.